Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to our lecturer Dr. ASYIKIN. Today we would like to present the group project for BNP 22502 Statistic for Engineering Technology Season 22-23. We from Group 4 BNC Semester 3. Like about topic is illustrative physical. My name is IQBAL bin YUSAINI. I would like to present about chapter 1, which is the random variable. So for this topic, I will like to tell about a discrete random variable, which is can be defined as a type of variable whose value depends the numerical outcome of a certain random phenomena. It also known as a variable. So we got a probability distribution function about a physical model and fuel economy kilometer per liter. So a 6 model, the car Tesla, Nissan, EV, Tesla S, Tesla X and Prada. Got the data on the table in our report. So this data we calculate to get the mean and variance. So calculation for the mean is EX, we got 349.9, and EX square we got 1542.7. So after next we calculate for the variance. So the formula of the variance is variance X is equal to EX square and with X square 2 we got negative 12,000 plus 100,887.31. Sorry. So this is the variance we got from this data for the chapter 1, which is the random variables. So next I want to present for the chapter 2 is special probability distribution, which is we choose a Poisson distribution, which is a random variable X that takes one of the value is said to be a Poisson random variable with a parameter. So we got through the calculation. So in case of the illustrative vehicle, suppose that the number of car has a Poisson distribution with mean 60.7 per kilometer per liter. So for the question 1 is A, find the probability exactly to illustrative vehicle in 1 kilometer per liter of car. So we got the answer is 7.793 multiplied 10 power of negative 6. So for the question 2 is find the probability 5 electricity vehicle in 5 km per liter of car, and the answer we got 1.844 multiplied by 10 power of negative 29. So for the last question, find the probability at least one car into 2 km per liter of car. So we got the calculation for this answer is 3.123 multiplied by 10 power of negative 15. So that is the calculation we got from the chapter 2. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, I am AHMAD and SYAFIQ. For chapter 3, which is sampling distribution, we'll talk about sampling distribution of the single mean. Alright, for the question, what is the probability that a sample 25 Prodor-Beza model claim files will yield an average claim of RM 865,300 or less if the average claim for the population is RM 870,000 with standard deviation of RM 120,000. From the question, we know that the sample size is 25. Sample mean is 865,300. For the population mean is 870,000. And lastly, for the population standard deviation is 120,000. There's 4 steps for calculation for probability of single mean, which is step 1 is write the mean of sample mean, which is S bar equal to mu S equal to mu equal to 870,000. Alright, for step 2, we're going to write the standard deviation of sample mean. S bar equal to mu S bar equal to mu over square root of n. So 120,000 over square root of 25, we're going to get the 24,000. For step 3, we're going to write the distribution in normal distribution, from which is 870,000 and 24,000 squared. Alright, for the last step, which is step 4, we're going to find the probability of the sample mean, which is P S bar greater than R equal to P Z greater than R minus mu S bar over sigma S bar. From that, we're going to get P Z greater or equal 0.196, and from the table we get 0.4247. That's all.
Hai, Assalamualaikum and Selamat Sejahtera. My name is Farhan bin Rahman. For this presentation, I would like to talk about Chapter 4, Estimation. Estimation is a concern which are the inference about the numerical value of the unknown population value from the incomplete data shared as a sample if the single figure is a calculate for the each unknown parameter. That process is called a point estimation. There are the two types the estimation, which is a point and the interval. For our project, we use a data, the EV equivalent fluid economy under the current electricity mix, which is the y-axis is the fuel economy kilometer per liter, and the s-axis, which is vehicle model. We get the Tesla model, Nissan average EV, Tesla Model S, Tesla Model X, and Prado Avesa. For the calculation, we use the confidence interval for the single mean. For the step 1, we construct 65% confidence interval for the population mean. That we get the n is 6, the mean is 16.7, and standard deviation is 8.344. And the step 2, the all data that we get, we insert to the equation, and the result that we get, that is based on the sample data, a range of the population mean of the EV equivalent fuel economy under the current electricity mix is between 13.975 km per hour and 16.425 km per liter. So that's all for me. Thank you.
A statistical technique known as hypothesis testing is used to draw conclusion about population from sample data. In case creating a null hypothesis, typically a default or non-different assumption and an alternative hypothesis. Then, using statistical test, it is determined which hypothesis the data support the strongest. The objective is to establish whether an experiment or study finding are meaningful and not merely a random coincidence. So for the conclusion, the question is the level of car fuel is very important in the use of the vehicle. The average fuel rate for a 72 km car is 1.5 liters. A random sample of 25 vehicles located in Malaysia, and the average fuel mileage is 80 km per liter with standard deviation of 20 per liter. They still want to test oil consumption for vehicle. So the H0 is new equal to 72 and H1 equal to new more than 72, which is clean. And the data is N, the sample is 25, alpha is 0.05, and the sample S is equal to 20. And the critical value is more than 1.6449. So the reject hash null of test value Z test falls in rejection region ZC more than 1.6449. So for the Z test, X bar minus 2 nu equal to S equal to N. So Z test we got equal to 2. So test value is 2, which is greater than ZC, which is 1.6449. The decision is to reject null hypothesis. There is enough evidence to support that the average vehicle has less fuel than the average user. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is KHAIRUDDIN and myself, and I will explain about Chapter 6, Simple Linear Integration. We often interest in understanding the relationship among several variables. So we have a following data on the cost of producing the last 6 model of car, which is Tesla, Nissan, average EV, Tesla Model X, dan Product Reza. So by the data given, I use the data to make this graph to get a correlation which is 0.64090472. To calculate the regression formula, we discuss we need to add to head column and calculate x multiplied by y and x2 for each model. We also need so based on the calculation, we get x as x value and s as y value, and we continue to calculate bi, which is s as y divided by s as x, and we get bo, which is sum of y per n minus bi multiplied by sum of x divided by n.